What's up, people? It's that funky Swedish boy that charms your grandma, Shakro here. And as you can see in the title, this is my draft recap for the NPBL Season 4. And just like in the IBL Season 2, I am the coach of the Gothenburg Murkrows. So let's head right into this shit. So these are the 11 mons that I drafted. And I got every mon that I wanted. So that's dope. Didn't get sniped once. But without any further ado, let's talk about our first draft domain, the Landrospherian. So I wanted my 3 first picks to be just some big hitting scary mons, and Landrus is a mon that is always disappear. It always fuck off. Sorry. Landrospherian is a mon that always disappears in the first round. So I had the first pick, so I just picked it up. It's a good grind type. It's a good ground type. I'm probably going to run it scarfed most of the time, but I'm probably also going to be running the more defensive set with a little bit of offense. I don't know, it depends on my opponent, but I wanted it because even though it pretty much does the same thing all over again, it's a good mon. There's a reason why it always disappears in the first round, so heck, even if I want to run it specially offensive, I can do that too. We can do all kinds of shit, baby girl. But it's a U-turner, you get stealth rocks, a very offensive mon. It even gets sword stance. Wait, does it get agility? No, it does not. Does it get anything that... Yeah, it gets rock polish. I can do double dance, so... Fucking hell, I can do much shit with this thing. And it gets intimidate, so that's a good ability too. I don't know much more to say. I'm not good at this shit. But whatever. Next pick is Curon Black, aka Black Death. This big boy here is also going to be one of my C users, and you can just look at these stats and you'll understand why I drafted Curon Black. And just like I said with Landrospherian over here, I can run it both physically and specially offensive, and even both at the same time, and it gets so many hard-hitting moves. I mean, it gets both Shadow Claw and Shadow Ball. Yes, that's a good thing. That's fucking amazing if you ask me, mate. Yay. But I mostly picked it because I haven't really used it, and I have lost to it a couple of times. So why not pick them on that usually fucks me up? So yeah, and hard hitter. Can always survive a hit, and 99% of the time it kills something with the first hit. Moving on to my mega, we got Yummy, the Mega Alakazam. Mega Alakazam is a mon that I always wanted to use in the draft league, and here I'm just sitting here chilling with it, with its base 150 speed and 175 special attack. I mean, it's a fucking glass cannon, but I mean, it's a glass cannon for a reason. It get base 175 special attack. If you're not like a super bulky, specially defensive mon, you're not going to survive jack shit. Plus it gets knockoff. That's a good thing. So yeah. Next up we got Togekiss with Megan Trainer. So with Cure Black I started to build on my Dragon Fairy Steel core, and Togekiss is a mon that I used last season in the NPBL. So it's a mon that I already know how to use, and it served me pretty well, so that's why I want to draft it again. But if you're not new to Pokemon, you already know what it's going to do. It's probably going to use Thunder Wave, Air Slash, and trying to flinch it out. It's the hacks god of all Pokemons. I mean, I don't know what more to say. I mean, it gets Heal Bell, so it's a cleric. It gets Defog. Wait, where's Defog? Sorry, my mouse is pretty slow. There's Defog. So I mean, it removes rocks. Oh yeah, I forgot to say that too. Landorus is also Defogger. So it's right here, both Defogger and a cleric. So I mean, we're good boys. It also gets Wish, so I can even heal my other mons, so that's fucking dope. It's super bulky. The physical attack is not much, but it doesn't really matter because you get 120 special attacks, so it can still hit hard on the special side. And it's my fifth goal. Moving on, we go on to my fifth pick. Yeah, fifth pick. Big Boy, the Crocodile. I really wanted a dark type, and I felt like I want another mon that can set up Stealth Rocks and also use Taunt. And yeah, Crocodile is that mon that I want. It adds a little bit to a Ice and Fighting type weakness, but we're going to solve that problem later on in the draft, so it doesn't really matter. But just like Landorus T, Crocodile can be run both offensive and defensive, so I have the options there, so that feels pretty nice. Yeah, I don't know what more to say. I'm really sorry if I'm just taking up your time, but I don't know what to say more than I just want these mons in this league. Whatever. Moving on to Azrael, the Jolteon. I wanted something that had pretty high speed and also an electric type, and Jolteon is perfect. So it adds up to the Volturn kind of thing. It gets good, or not perfect, but it gets good coverage. So I mean, they're pretty good mon. Sorry if you can hear my stomach. I haven't eaten anything today, so I'm kind of hungry. Right after I've edited and uploaded this, I'm going down to eat. So that will be nice. Yeah, I also just wanted an electric type because, in my opinion, a good electric type is needed in a draft league format. So this is my little speedy electric type. I was thinking about drafting Heliolisk just so that I could get a normal typing too, but I just looked at Jolteon and Heliolisk's stats, and Jolteon is both faster and it does more damage, so I felt like it was better. I don't know, maybe I will regret it later on, but as right now, I'm pretty happy. So moving on to I think my most defensive mon, Capon Bedge, the Fortress. So I wanted something that could just stack up hazards, and Fortress was the perfect mon. Plus, it gets Rapid Spin. There it is, Rapid Spin, and it gets Stealth Rocks, it gets Toxic Spikes, it gets Spikes, normal spikes. And it's the last part to my Steel Dragon Fairy Core. It's not a good steel type, but I mean, if I want to change it later, if it doesn't really get to see, or if I don't use it in too many battles, I'm probably going to switch it out to another steel type. But for right now, this is the mon that I wanted. And because it's sturdy, it guarantees gets up at least one spike or one toxic spikes or stealth rocks. So that is good. Moving on to my 7th pick, I drafted Typhlosion. So Typhlosion is a speedy, hard-hitting fire type. And it also gets flash fire, so that's just dope. So it works pretty well with Fortress, just in case someone starts off with a fire type and tries to just get rid of it. I mean, yeah, I don't know what the fuck to say. I don't even know why I'm making this video. I just want to inform you of what mons I have drafted. Yeah, and I named it Portuguese the Ace from... I mean, I think 3 of these mons are referencing... No, only these 2 are references to One Piece. Yeah, it's only those 2. And okay, whatever, I'm just talking shit right now. Yeah, and it's my 2nd sea user. Next up we got Thick Bay, coming back from the season 1 of the IBL. Welcome back. Oh, that's right, this is my normal type. Fucking hell. I felt like Miltank did so well in the IBL, so I just wanted to get it back because it's a good cleric. It can put up stealth rocks. I mean, if I want to use curse, I can do that and just set up. And it got pretty good stats too. So and its abilities, all of them are good. So I don't see any reason why I should not draft it again. So yeah. Fucking shut up. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to turn my phone off for a second. Okay, so. And okay, moving on. We got Gunhild the Quillfish. So I wanted a water type and a poison type, and Quillfish was just right there. Another mon that can put up spikes and toxic spikes. And it gets Taunt, Thunder Wave. I mean, I did not even look it up, but it gets... Why does it get so good moves? I mean, its stats are very meh, but I mean, it gets Intimidate, so it's probably just going to be run... I'm just going to run it defensive. I mean, it has okay speed and okay attack, so maybe I am going to run it offensive just for the meme. I can't promise anything, but maybe we have to wait and see. Because it gets actually really good offensive moves. Well, I have to wait and see. And the last pick, Gorgeist, aka Spoof. So I wanted a ghost type and a grass type, and Gorgeist was the first mon that came to mind, and I can use all the different forms of Gorgeist, or at least I think so. If I can't, please, someone from the league, just type that in chat if I can or can't use all the different forms. But I mean, just because it has different forms makes so that I can pick the type depending on what my opponent has and what Gourgeist in that different form can take care of. I have used Gourgeist as an offensive mon before, and it actually worked out pretty well, so I'm hoping for another chance to do a offensive Gourgeist, because I think it's pretty fun. Yeah. Is a Trick Room user? I mean, I have a pretty fast team, so Trick Room maybe won't come to play, but who knows? Oh, that's right, you get synthesis. Oh, I didn't even know that! Fuck, I'm learning shit in this video. Oh, I'm so fucking bad. Well, these are my 11 picks anyway, so thank you all so much for watching. If I forgot to mention anything, or if it's anything you want to know, just comment that in the not the description box. That's not where you're commenting. In the comment section down below. I'm pretty tired, I'm pretty hungry, so I'm out. Peace.